hope I can build the audience as fast as possible. So the Don Tomasino. I'm sorry that I'm coming so impromptu. It's weekend. Haris Kwende, you're welcome. Lukish, you're welcome. Oh no no no. Oh no 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 no. Mukong Elvis, you are welcome. Aris, I see you. I see Emanyi Asong. I see the Don, Anna Papa. I see Manyi, Teres, Kemanyi. JB, why can't you share? Are you sure? Epafred, I see you. I see the true son. I see Brian. I see Don. Aaron, you're welcome. Franklin Foka, you're welcome. Gangtang, you're welcome. Enrico, you're welcome. Tangi, you're welcome. Solomon, you're welcome. Judith, you're welcome. Alex Photo, you're welcome. Christopher Messner, you're welcome. Tem Elvis, you are welcome. The biggest Golden, you are welcome. Array, you are welcome. By the time we have 500 views, we are going to begin the show. Pascaline, you are welcome. Abubakar, Earl, Jaka. By the time we have 500 views, we'll begin the show. Pekin Amber, you are welcome. Florence Azenkeng, you are welcome. Aslem Adunia. Okay, we have 500. We have 500 views. Fellow Ambazonians, good evening. It is exactly 8:59 p.m. Amber time. That is, it is exactly, let me say, it is going to 1 minute to 9 p.m. or 2 minutes to 9 p.m. Amber time. I'm sorry that I'm coming impromptu and I'm coming too late during the day, because I know that 9 p.m. it is time that some families are already trying to sleep. But I recall that it is weekend, and because it is weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, is not a working day. Families will be home. For those who are able to watch me now on their handset, for those who are on ground zero. But basically, my message today shall focus more on those who are out of the country. But again, because those who are out of the country are always in constant communication with those back home, the message that I'm going to pass through, they will be able to take it back home as it happens. So fellow Ambazonians, thank you very much for joining this show. You are welcome to the Bareta News platform. You are welcome to the People's platform. I am sending greetings to all those who are fortunate to still be in Bafut. I am sending greetings to all those in Kosala. I am sending greetings to all those in Ikata, to all those who are in Ekona. I'm sending greetings to all my mothers, my fathers, concubines, wives, husbands, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, children, kids in Boya, those who are in Motombolombo, those who are in Jininkijim. Greetings to those who are in Idinau, those who are in Church Street, our people of Victoria, our people of Tiko, people of Mutenge, the Junction Town, people of Balangi, people of Itiki, people of Bonge, people of Bangem, Kupe, Nguti, Manyemen, Dadi, Tali, Akwaya, Atibongwaya, Bachwantai, all across Lebialem, Alo, Wabane, Menji, those who are in Santa, in Batibo, in Fundong, in Bello, those who are in Kumbo, and all the zones, local government areas, communities of Southern Cameroon. I welcome you all to this weekend show. I send special greetings to all those who are watching me from the colonial capital of La République du Cameroon, in Yaoundé, the economic capital of Cameroon, Douala, Bafoussam, Gaoundéré, Melon, all across La République. Fellow Ambazonians who are based there, you are welcome to this live show. And of course, special greetings to all those who are watching in the diaspora from Canada to USA to South Africa, Nigeria. You are welcome to this live show. Yes, the revolution is both ways. And the revolution can only succeed when we have a vibrant and a very strong media. The revolution can only succeed when our morals are up, when our intellect are up. I know that as I'm talking to you, many Ambazonians are down in their spirit. Many of you have sent me a couple of messages on my WhatsApp. Many of you have sent me a couple of messages on my Facebook. Many of you have sent a couple of messages. You have called, and you are down because some of your camps, the camps of your able fighters, were attacked, and some of the fighters were killed. most of the fighters, they succeeded to escape. And La République succeeded in taking away some resources. We don't even know if actually that particular camp which was attacked with those resources, if actually it was our camp. What we know is that in Tali, 6 Ambazonians were murdered. They were murdered because someone probably betrayed them. And we know that La République has now in its keeping tons of Den guns. They have tons of G-Not. They produce T-shirts of restoration forces. And because they know that they are approaching October, they need to prove to their masters that they are doing well. They need to beef up the morals of Cameroonians. If you want to judge, when you go to the Facebook of, they call them Army, Cameroon Army, you will see that more than 2,000 Cameroonians, they have shared that particular photos. They are happy. When you go there, you will see congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. They are happy. Their morals are up. That is what the regime is doing. The regime knows very, very well that they can only succeed by trying to use the revolution of the Southern Cameroon's revolution. And I've told you before that you should be aware that as we are approaching October, as we are approaching election, La République will go more dangerous. They will go more offensive on our fighters. They will go more offensive on our people. They are going to kill, and they are going to kill more. Because they want to prove a point. They want to subdue our people. But La République should be aware that our people cannot be subdued. They tried it in Dadi. When they thought that, when they attacked Dadi, stood in front of the building and took pictures and shared on social media, they are going to quench us. But today, I have come today to remind you, Ambazonians, all of you, that you have been down. Your morals are down. My morals have been down also. Many a time I wanted to post on Facebook and I could not find myself posting. Many a times when I go to WhatsApp groups and I see those pictures, the way I react, and I react very violently, I say, stop sharing these pictures. Because our morals are down. But I have come to tell us the truth. And the silent truth that Ambazonians must be aware is that it is a war. I know it is something that we don't want to remind ourselves. It is something that we don't even want to think of. But when the worst come to the worst, when we see those pictures parading, and thank God that most of our fighters escaped. Yes, they took G-Not and so. But what is G-Not? You Ambazonians watching me, you can replace those G-Nots within the next second. But you cannot replace the life of any restoration force who might be taken away. So I don't want you to sit out here. You are boasting about what is happening. That is why I've come live this weekend, so that as we move into the Unity Conference, the matches and the big day this weekend in Washington, we should move with one spirit. We should move focused. That is why I'm asking all those who are watching me, especially all those abroad. Most of you, you have been bittered, you have been battered, you have been worried. But I want you today to understand that we are in a war. And those who are out there, our people who have decided to pick up, listen, a lot of our people are still civilians. A lot of our able men are still civilians. A lot of them have not yet decided to pick up the guns. But for all those brave ones who have picked up weapons to defend our community and our women and children, they know that at any point in time they are going to bow. And that is why for the long time, for more than a year, when the war was declared upon us, that is why no matter how many restoration forces the enemy will kill and parade on media, That is why no matter how many times Cameroonians will be happy that our people are being dead, our rescue forces, they will always come around. They will always bury, because they have as motto, when they bury their loved ones, when their camps are being attacked, it gives them more impetus, it gives them more reason for them to fight and defend homeland. Because it is now an all-for-nothing principle. It is either we have Ambazonia or we all perish. So today I've come to remind all of you that you have been battered, that your spirits have been down because you've seen photos of your camps being attacked. You've seen photos of your forces being killed. We can only pray for the repose of these brave warriors who have gone before us, marked with the sign of faith. We can only call our God to give them rest, because we need to move on. We need to move on. The intention of the enemy is that when they do that and parade on social media, our spirit is going to be down, and we may at some point and say we give up. But if we give up, Cameroonians win. If we give up, what will happen to us, what will happen to our parents, what will happen to every one of us will be more than what will happen when we continue to fight. So we have no option, my people, than to fight. We have no option than to mourn our loved ones who have gone before us, and we will bury them. That is why you have to bury them by making sure that you keep on fighting. Because all those who are on ground zero, they understand the cost of the war. But again, as Ambazonians, because we know that it is war, it doesn't mean that we should fight foolishly. It doesn't mean that we should expose our camps, our fighters. That is why we must help our people. We must help our forces to help them to stop sharing photos on social media. We must help them to stop exposing their faces on social media. We must help them to stop making photos and videos wearing their camps and mounts. Because we have the French government, we have Russia, we have China, we have many other governments that have coalesced with the Republic of Cameroon. They have high technology. From these videos, from these photos, they can still get the carbon print, and they can pinpoint where it came from. If it comes from a particular area in the forest, let's ensure that they are going to be attacked. Because it is a war, because we know that there must be casualties on both sides. Yes, there are casualties on both sides. But we have taken the liberty not to be announcing what happened with our enemy. The enemy, they are also dying in great numbers. That is why you see the enemy will always try to take our so-called capture cams, videos, and share on their platform. That is why today you could see Vision 4 in Yaoundé. They are happy, and they are telling Paul Biya, congratulations that Anglophones are being murdered. That is why when you go to the Facebook of the Cameroon Army, you will see more than 1.2 thousand shares. Then you will see congratulations, they are happy that our people are being massacred, they are being murdered. But when you see and when you read that, you must not be bitter. You must not be sad. The only thing you have to do is that you have to increase your financial contribution to make sure that our people on ground zero, they receive what they need to have to continue fighting. The only thing you have to do is that you have to ensure that you continue to give us intelligence that will help our people to maneuver and escape from the hands of the enemy. Yes, we will not give up. We will not give up. Because even the massacre in October 1st, September 22nd, and the various captures of various camps and attacks has not stopped us. Because we know that it is either we have Ambazonia or we all die. Yes, when it is our day, our time, when it's the time that the Lord has said, it is your day for you to go, we will bow out gladly, knowing that we have paid our own price for a free Ambazonia. So today, fellow Ambazonians, wherever you are watching, I'm calling upon you that you must bring back your spirit. I have seen most of you on social media how it's like your spirit is down. But I have come today as a voice of the activists. I have come today as a voice of social media to assure you that we are moving on the right track. That for those who have gone before us, we consider it as the spoils of the war. Yes, it is a war. Both sides will die. And I want to remind you that do not think that it will be the end. It will not be the end. More of us will still go down. More of our people will still go down. It's the end. More of such camps will still be attacked. But when you see those camps being attacked, some will be fake. Now they have enough G-nuts. They produce T-shirts of various forces of ADF, for example. They have enough dead guns. Be assured that more of those camps will be staged. They are going to stage more to see if it has been captured, so that they can stimulate the will power of Cameroonians. They are exciting the base. It is all about psychological warfare. Because when I look at the pictures of the camp which was attacked, you go to a camp and you attack and you have guns, you have G-nuts, and we don't see any dead body. We see only one captured soldier. It shows that that particular camp was attacked. When they attack a real camp and they kill, like what they did in Tali. When they did in Tali, we saw photos of dead civilians, or you call them Amber boys, there. They can't go in a camp as that big, with a lot of G-nuts and we don't see anyone. So yes, it's a psychological warfare, and camps will be staged. But truly also, our camps will also be attacked. But when you see that on social media, you have to understand that it is war. As the enemy is fighting, they are fighting, and they are doing everything possible for intelligence. They bribe some of us, they take some of us, and some of us go and show their camps. That is why we as commanders that we are out here, I'm calling you commanders of the revolution that you are out here. You must make sure that you have in each camp in Ambazonia, in each camp, where they stock their pies, where they stock their military should be different from where they sleep. Yes, where their stockpile of arms, guns, G-nuts, it should be different from where they sleep. They should have a base somewhere far, which is guarded 24 hours by the. So every camp, they should have a roster, a routine. They should make sure that many meters, even 1 kilometer away from the camp, we have about 3 checkpoints of people who are there. And any inlet that you know, any inlet that leads to the camp, we must have guards who are there. So that when some go and fight, those ones, they remain in those places guarding. When you come back, and when you come back, there is a turnover, you stay as guard, the others, they go and hunt. So that if anyone is coming from different angles from the inlets, they start fighting from there. So by the time they reach the camp, the others are already aware and they can also ambush. So commanders who are out in diaspora, I know most of you are out in diaspora commanders, you are out here, you know it. Please, we have to change tactics. We have to change tactics. We have to ensure that we keep checkpoint 1 kilometer away from our camps. In all the inlets, people will have to be there 24 hours. It should be 10. I take guard, you take guard. I take guard, you take guard. This day you go fight, this day I stay. I take guard. And where we should have recreational, where you can sit to relax, doing camp days, it should be different from your camp. You are stock of piles of weapons. You should not be in your camp. You should have in your camp only what is necessary. You should have in your camp where you sleep only what is necessary for any impromptu attack. But the rest of your pie stock should be somewhere else, so that once you are attacked, you know, okay, you can relocate and build. You have your stock of pie somewhere. It is guerrilla. Our fighters, commanders, tell them they should be able to dig ground, and hide things around, so that when one camp is attacked, and when you repeat another, you can dig that ground and remove those things. It is guerrilla, and guerrilla, we must put it effectively. Yes. So please, fellow Ambazonians, today I have come to tell you, relax. I know you are sad. I know you are worried that Your camps have been attacked. But remember that it is war. And when it is war, both sides will suffer. But on our part, we must ensure that our own suffering is reduced to the bare minimum. It's reduced to the point which is acceptable. Yes, because our people will fall. And I'm also calling on commanders who are out here to do what I call political education. They should be able to instill in all fighters that when you are caught as a fighter, know that you are dead. As a fighter, as a resistance force, when you are being caught, know that you are dead. So you should be prepared to die than to sacrifice the camp of your fellow Ambazonians. Yes, because we have realized that La Republic, when they catch a fighter somewhere, when they beat, and they make him or her to show the camp. And when they take you to that camp, and when they show, as they kill the rest, you are being joined and they kill them. We saw that in Ekona, when the Ekona camp was first attacked. They took the fighter who was caught, they took him there, and unfortunately, he was the only one who was killed. The rest escaped. Because when you as a fighter, when you are caught, and when they say go and shoot the camp, you don't think that they will spare you. So, whether you shoot or not, you are dead. So I want every commander who is watching me, please, you be able to educate the fighters that when you are being caught by La Republic, say your last prayers and say, my own is over. Endure the pain and die and be a martyr. Yes, it is sad that I want to say this, but it's the truth. Rather than to sacrifice the thousands or the hundreds who are in that camp to show the camp, die alone, and die for Ambazonia. That is why we think that the various camps should now produce. They should have pills. They should have pills with them. When any fighter goes out, you should have a pill with you, so that when you are attacked, when you are caught, and they start molesting you to tell where your camp is, just take that pill in your mouth so that you just go you quietly. Yes. Diaspora must now buy pills, and make sure these pills are being shipped to ground zero. Every camp must have these pills. Every fighter must have these pills, so that when you go on the battleground to fight, if you are unfortunate that you are being caught, or you go for other business, you are being caught, and when they start molesting you and say, show your camp, know that you are a dead man, because whether you show it or not, you are dead. Take that pill and go quietly, so that you reduce the length of the pain that you endure. And know that you have saved your camp, you have saved your brothers, and you have saved Ambazonia. If any camp is being shown, if a camp is being shown by any civilian, that civilian will still get it, will get him or her. But my message now goes to fighters, because most often when fighters are being caught in town, when they go for other errands or so, unfortunately when they are being caught, the Republic, they will have to get info from you. They will molest you, they will beat you, and they want you to go and show you your camp. And most often, when you show your camp, they will join you amongst those that they will kill, and you will be killed. There is no way they will keep you alive, because you are useless to them. You have accomplished the mission that they wanted. You have exposed the camp. So every fighter must have in the back of their mind, please, commanders, tell the various point of ground zero, they should do this, they should educate them. So far as you are a fighter, you know that any day you can go for Mother Ambazonia. And therefore, I'm thinking that the Southern Cameroon's leadership that is out here, we must now look for pills. Pills. These pills each fighter must have one pill. Whenever they go out, they go with that pill. And that pill is that once you take it, you quietly. So that they have to punch a dead body. They will have no means to get it. Yes, it is sad that it is war. It is war. It is sad that I have to say these things live and online. But it is war. Because we are fighting for the greater good. Because we have to protect the greater good. It will not be wise that one fighter is caught and the other 50 or 40 or 70, wherever they are also punished as a result of one fighter. If you are a fighter and you are caught, say your prayers and say, my Lord, I have fought a good fight. I can now go in peace. Take your pills, just swallow, and go you thoroughly. Or if you don't have it, if you can endure the pain, know that whatever happens, whether you go or you don't go, you will be killed. This political education is important. Every fighter on ground zero, every Amba girl must have this philosophy behind their back. Do not think that when you are captured by the enemy and you show the camp, you will be released. You will not be released. You will not be released. So I pray God that our commanders who are out here in the diaspora, they should take this message back to all the forces on ground zero and tell them that every morning when they get up, when they say their prayers, and when they sing the national anthem, they should remind them that as we are going out, if you are caught, say your prayers and bye-bye. We will continue to fight to restore Ambazonia for you. Because, like I said, it's either we live free or die. So, fellow Ambazonians, please, I call upon you to relax. I call upon you to come back again, build your spirit, because I told you that it is us versus them. It has always been us versus them. Even from the days of our parents, from the time they were marginalizing Southern Cameroons, it has always been us versus them. It was us versus them in Yaoundé University. It was us versus them in DC Bond. It was us versus them in the creation of University of Boyan. It was us versus them in the creation of the schools, the secondary schools in Kumba and so. It was us versus them in begging for Kumba Manfred Road. It is always us versus them. It is us versus them for the ring road, which has been many years now. It doesn't be given. It is us versus them that they take away our deep sea port and they took it to Kribi. It is us versus them when they shut down our airport. It is us versus them when they destroy our chicken wharf. It is us versus them when they destroy our resources. It is us versus them when they decided to declare war on us. It is always us versus them. It's the truth. We will not pretend anymore. A typical Francophone hates right deep on Anglophone. A typical Anglophone don't want to see. Yes. Right now, I'll tell you in Yaoundé, our people in Yaoundé and Douala, they are even afraid to speak in English. They are afraid. When a young guy like me, when a young boy speaks in English, they look as if this is showing an Amber boy, an Amber girl who has crossed across. Yes, you know it. You in Yaoundé, you know it. You know it that now when you go to bars, when you go to shops, at a job site, your inferiority complex, it has doubled. You are afraid to even speak in English. You know it. Yes, you in Yaoundé that watching me, I now look at you. Look at me now, you are smiling. You in Douala, you in Bafoussam, you in Ghana, you know it that to speak now in English in these areas like Bopik, it is something else. You know it. You know it. So it is us versus them. A typical Francophone hates Anglophone. A typical, they hate to their bone marrow. Yes, it is only the Francophones who have Anglophone blood per se. Maybe whose parents come from different sides and they are trapped. They are trapped. So it is us versus them. No more pretend anymore. It is us versus them. It has always been us versus them since 1961. But this generation says, never again, never again. Because we are going to restore our statehood. So fellow Ambazonians, my mommy there, my papa there, wherever you are watching, yes, your spirit has been down. But I'm telling you that, not that this is not the end. You will see more of these things that happen in the future. You will see it. You will see it. But when you see it, I want you that when you see it and you see any fighter who is down, pray and ask God to receive his soul. And ask God to give us the impetus, ask God to give us the means and the way so that we can finally end this war by restoring our statehood. It is always us versus them. Yes, but even with that, they are also dying in their numbers. The fact that we don't report, they're also dying. You have heard of the Bafut. That is why today I want to pay special homage to the 7 kata of Bafut. They call themselves the 7th kata of Bafut. The restoration of Bafut. Today, they buried one of their bravest soldiers. He was like an assistant commander. And when he fought, they fought last night. And they took more than 10, like more than 10. Yes, more than 10. It is confirmed, more than 10. And the police office in Bafut, they have been forced to relocate. So things are happening. Things are happening. From Ekodo Titi to Lobe, to Munyenge, to Fako, everywhere. Things are happening. Things are happening. The revolution is on course. Yes. So when you see the death of our soldiers, I know that you know that the death of one soldier, it pains. That is why when we see even one being killed, we are down, because the death of one soldier, it is times 10,000 any Laropic soldier. Yes, yes. So we congratulate the 7 kata of Bafut for the good job that they have done to defend the homeland, and they have to make the police office to relocate, to go elsewhere, And that's what we have to do from every county to county, every block by block, every hole by hole, every neighborhood, every village by village, to ensure that all those police offices, all those gendarmes, they have to back out of our land, because it is our land. And when you see that the brave soldier of Bafut, the assistant commander, one of the bravest, when he was dying, they shot him with gunshot the night before. He bled, was crying. He wept. When I spoke with one of them on the phone, he wept and was crying because of pains, too much pains. He was crying and was only calling, "Free Ambazonia, free Ambazonia." His fighters were down, they were sad, they were bitter. But the words which came out from his mouth when he told them that do not betray me, that tell my parents that I didn't die in vain, that give my parents Ambazonia, that is the spirit. And because of that spirit, the morals of the fighters are up. Yes. For every fighter that has gone down, marked with a sign of faith, for every fighter who has been killed under the watch of the Republic, they are telling us that we must give them Ambazonia. They are telling us that we must give their parents Ambazonia. They are telling us that we must give their children Ambazonia. They are telling us that they did not die in vain. That is why I'm asking you today that you have to rejoice that all those who have gone before us, they are martyrs. They are heroes and heroines. Yes. When I listen to the words of that brave soldier, that even with the pains, with the gunshot pains, no medical attention, he was crying in pains. But even in that, he never gave up. He looked at his fighters and he told them that, please give my parents Ambazonia. Tell them that I didn't fight, I didn't die in vain. Marked with a sign of faith. We as Ambazonians, we have as a duty to give them Ambazonia. We have as a duty to continue to fight. We have as a duty to make sure that we do not relent. So we pay today our homage to the 7 kata of Bafut. And we are asking all those who are from Bafut that they must rise up, raise money, and support this group. They must rise up wherever you are in your county. You must rise up, raise money, and support your group. You must not sleep. Funding self-defense is a continuous process. You must rise up. You are in for Bafut. If you are in Bafut, you must rise up and raise millions of dollars and make sure the 7th kata has enough of what they need to flourish out the Republic out of Bafut. And that is what we have to do from county to county, from block to block, to neighborhood to neighborhood, from Gotahole to Gotahole. And this is a message to all those that were meeting in New York in the Unity Conference. Leaders who are meeting this weekend, they have to now meet with this sense, with this bravery of our fighters. They have to meet in New York, in Washington, knowing fully well that 3 camps in 1 week have been attacked. When they meet in Washington, they have to keep at the back of their mind that despite what, our brave soldiers are still fighting, they are still defending homeland. And what they ask of them, they only ask them to unite and collaborate. They only ask them to form alliances in self-defense. They only ask them to form alliances in diplomacy. They only ask them to form alliances in communication. They only ask them to form alliances in funding. That is what our soldiers back home are asking. They are crying and they are sending a very strong message that the diaspora, you must come out like you have never done before. That is why all those who are in Yaoundé for the protest in Washington, you must come out. All those who are in Washington, you must come out. You must come out in USA. Wherever you are in USA, you must take up your tickets. You must take, to donate is not enough. We need your presence in Washington. If you are in Canada, you can take your next car and move on to USA to ensure that we want to see thousands. We want to see thousands rally in USA, in Washington, and tell the world, tell Donald Trump that there is something going on in Ground Zero. Today, I saw a video coming from Ground Zero. I'm sure it is the southern zone of our people in Ground Zero. They have already started protesting. After this, I'm going to post a video. I saw a video of those in the refugee camps, those who are displaced. They carry placards and they are saying, Donald Trump, help us. They carry placards saying, diaspora, help us. If those who are sleeping in the bushes, those who are sleeping in the bushes, we have pregnant people, pregnant wives, they give birth, they drink from the dirty streams. If they can go out to them in that very, and they carry placards and call on Donald Trump, if they can still be fooled, then you in USA, you in Canada, you that you are close, in the comfort of your homes, in the comfort of your Porsche car, you can drive that car, you can pay $70, you take a flight, you ask permission from your job site, go to Washington, raise your voice, carry the placards, tell the world that never again. Tell the world that they said never again, but it is happening in Amazonia. Tell the world that Rwanda is happening in Amazonia. That is what we are called to do. Your money is not enough. Your $10,000 is not enough. Your $5,000 is not enough. You have to go out. If the happenings of this week do not push you in USA to go out, then I will begin to question you. We want to see thousands in Washington. We want to see the biggest ever rally in Washington. Please do that. If you have not yet done that, do that. Do that. Take permission from your job site. Call, exchange. Drive for many hours. Drive, even if it means you have to drive for 8 hours. Drive for 8 hours for Ambazonia. Drive for 8 hours for that camp that was attacked. Drive for 8 hours for that brave Bafut guy who died today in Bafut. Drive for 8 hours for those who are in Nigeria. Drive for 8 hours for those who are in jail. Drive for 8 hours for those who are in the forest. Now they are being dead with snake bites. Drive for 8 hours for our parents who have shut down their shops. For people who are not going to school. Drive for 8 hours for our people who have been harassed and killed daily. Drive for 8 hours with your Porsche car. Go to Washington. Stay there. Protest and call on the world to rise up. Call on the world to stop the interest game that are playing. Call on Russia to back off. Call on China to back off. Call on France to back off. People are dying in their numbers. We have to tell the world that they should be aware that they promised us never again. But we are seeing never again in Menka. We see it in Pete Bakundu. We see it in Batibo. We see it in Fundong. We see it in Munyenge. We see it in Kosala. We see it across Ambazonia. Our people, they have buried their loved ones. They have buried their loved ones. In fact, death is now common. Death is now common. We've seen how our mothers, our wives, our grandmothers, our aunties, our sisters, they are not the ones digging the grave. If you are in USA, if all these events do not push you to go out, if all these events do not push you to go out there, to carry that flag of blue and white, to go there with your own placards, to call the attention of the world that what will push you, what will push you. You must keep your differences aside. No matter who has insulted you, no matter who has called you out, we are fighting for the same Ambazonian. We are fighting for the same land. So today, do it for the brave people. Do it for all those who are in Ground Zero who don't even have food to eat. Do it for all those, you see now our hospitals, our nurses and doctors, they are now running. They are running because even civilians now cannot even receive medical help. Our people are dying. We hope that our leaders will finally come together and form a very strong alliance. They will finally come together and collaborate. They will finally come together to tell the world that we are one people. That despite our differences, we are one people. Yes, do it for the flag. Do it for all those who have gone before us, marked with the sign of faith. Do it for Ayon Julius Tabe, who is in jail. Do it for Bareta. Do it for Mancho BBC. Do it for Ben Terence. Do it for Jonathan. Do it for all those who are in jail, all those who have been sentenced, all those who have died as a result of this. Do it for the late Ayamba. Do it for the late Mukons. Do it for all those, our parents, all the past, those who died because of NCNC, Scapo, and the rest. Do it for them. Do it for your unborn children. Do it for all those that we are fighting. Do it for our people back home. Do it for our mothers who are digging the graves. Do it for our doctors who cannot go to the hospitals without not afraid. Do it for our young boys who cannot move around the streets. Do it for your people in La Republique that are in La Republique. They can't even speak in English wherever they go. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Do it for your activists. Do it for your own home. And do it for the flag. I hope that this weekend we shall see a very great big number. You will go out tomorrow on Sunday. You will go out, hold your hands and sing. Hold your hands and sing that they will kill Ritaya. Yes, they will kill Ritaya, but will not give up. So today, rejoice because we are on our game. Rejoice because we are going to free Ambazonia. Whether they like it or not, Ambazonia will be free. Because as they keep on to kill, you see, I was talking yesterday with one of my kid brother in Kumba. One of my kid brother in Kumba, he tells me, bro, senior bro, I'm telling you, I have just two options now. It is either I run away from Ambazonia or I join the Amba Boys. Because from what I see a lot of things killing. In fact, he tells me they kill at random. And that is the option. They should know that, all Ambazonians, we call them Anglophones, yes, all the boys and the girls, they are potential Amba boys. As you kill, they keep joining. As you kill one Amba boy, all the family becomes Amba boys and Amba girls. As you kill one camp, and it's a chain reaction. The is a chain reaction. And there is no way you can break it. It's a chain reaction. We have covalent bonds. We have covalent bonds which binds us. That La Republique, whatever you do, Cameroonians, no matter how many videos you share, no matter what you say, Vision 4, so that you will not break us. You will not break our resolve. Yes, we shall mourn. Yes, you shall make us to be sad. But when we are sad, we will remind ourselves that it's not over. We will remind ourselves that it is either we live free or die. It is our greed, and for which we have promised to live free or die. So we must go out for the Washington Conference. It's an opportunity for us to do that. And that is why you have seen on Monday, we have now a press club. A press club is coming on Monday. And on Monday, that press club will have more weight with what will happen on the weekend. You've seen now when you go to the press club, the Washington Press Club is a club which brings thousands of journalists. In fact, in Washington, we say Washington is like the heart. It's like the heart of the world. In Washington, we have CNN, we have BBC, we have every station in every country in Germany, Finland. They have a base in Washington. So we are happy to hear that the interim government, the Central Government leadership, they have been able to broker a press conference. And this press conference, it is coming after La Republique. La Republique has done a press conference to tell. So it is a major war. While we understand that, we have to offer G-notes for people. We cannot relegate the major war behind. Because a war is fought on war ends. As our fighters are fighting, we on the media, we must keep the temperature. We on Twitter, we must keep it. We must not relent. We must make sure that as we are on Twitter, as we are on Facebook, we are on media, we continue to bounce. We continue to bounce media. That's why I'm so happy. I am excited to know that in Washington on Monday, we have the Southern Cameroon leaders that will grant a press conference. And on that press conference, we will have all the major houses. They will be able to understand our plight. They will be able to understand the genocide going on in Ground Zero. It's an opportunity for the whole world on Monday, on each radio, on TV, and everywhere to understand our plight. Yes, we are happy for that move. Yes, We are happy for that move. That is why we want to support, want to thank our leaders, all of them, that we hope to see them on Monday. That on Monday, that when they give a question, they can turn to Ayaba. Ayaba will hammer. And when they give another one, they can turn to Akwanga. Akwanga will hammer. When they give another one, they can turn to Bo. Bo will hammer. When they give, they can turn to Sako. Who will hammer. When they can turn to Comrade Akuro will hammer. Or they'll turn to Chris will hammer. All of them, Chris with his temperature, Borabet with his sagacity, Akwanga with his military style, Ayaba with his oratory, Sako with his calmness, with his strategy, Akuro with his diplomacy, all of them. Gojin Dinka comes with the old generation, he comes. Pa Lutumbe comes there with his blessing. All of this cream of our leaders, may God bless you. All of this cream that I'm meeting, may God bless you. All of this cream I'm meeting, we know that during that press conference, you will tell the world for once our plight. You will tell them what our people are going through. So may God bless you. And we are hoping that tomorrow, Saturday, as we meet also in the first program, the telecast. So tomorrow, please, if you're not registered, make sure you register. We want to see thousands of Ambazonians from across the globe meeting for that telecast. Thousands must register. Register for that telecast so that tomorrow, as the conference begins, during the public telecast, you will be able to listen to your leaders. You will be able to understand what is happening. And I pray, God, that when our leaders meet in conclave, when they meet in conclave, only them. When we meet in conclave, we pray that let the spirit of our ancestors, let it be with them, so that they are going to keep aside personal interests, they're going to keep aside any other hatred in the past, they're going to keep aside any other bad, and they're going to tone down and collaborate. So that we want to see them collaborating and uniting, coming on self-defense. We want to see them collaborating in diplomacy. We want to see them collaborating in communication. Yes, I was happy to see on ABC TV, Comrade Sako, Comrade Akwanga, Comrade, all of them talking. This is what we have missed. We will tell the world that, we will tell them that despite the thing that we are divided, no, we are not divided. Because when they come against us as a people, we will come together as one to fight them. This is our strongest unity, because they have the money, they have the connections, but we as a people, we have our unity, we have our determination, we have our resolve, and we must tap from each other. We must tap from each other our strength. We must tap from each other our weaknesses. We build the weaknesses. We take from our strength to flush the public out. So yes, we are going to Washington this weekend. Please, and they say this weekend is fundraising. Fundraising. They say they want to raise $250,000. It is small. That is small money. Washington alone can raise that small money. So when you are going for that protest, don't go alone. Don't go alone. Take your friends, take your colleagues, take Mexicans, take Russians, take Brits, take Americans. Go with take your girlfriends, take them, take your children, take your mothers. Go, don't go alone. You take one, I take two. You take three, I take four. It's better. Go. And when you come, make sure you are going there. You should not come with check. Don't come with check. Want to see on live. When they're showing live, want to tell the world that when ambassadors, when we meet, we can raise thousands. We'll be live. We'll be live. We want to see those big people. If you can't show your face, write the check. Write the check and say, I am giving a check of $100,000. Some of you said you will give money when they come together. Now that they have come together, we call this unity fundraising, which they will come together to raise for ground zero. You have to send a message that for the first time that the leaders met, they raised $5 million US. I am calling $5 million US is chicken money. Chicken money. So when you go out there, go with a check. You in Canada, you in USA, you have money. Yes, you have money. Money flows. Money flows. And I am also thinking that maybe the interim government or the team should come out with how those in Europe can contribute. Yes, because those in Europe, those in South Africa are not left out. There should be a link for live donation so that those of us from Europe with about 50 euros, with about $10, we can also chip in. He said, small money, it builds. Yes, those of us in Europe that we don't have money, Those in Europe who have money, you will not be in USA. Who want to join in that live podcast, who want to join in that live fundraising, so that when we see big people go there and say, I am the chief of Tinto, I am giving $10,000 for Manu. Many can say, I am giving $10,000 for that brave soldier who died. You put it down. All this money will be gathered. Will be gathered for what the team that have said they will use it. Everything goes on ground zero, 100%. We will tell those foolish, useless elites who rallied in Yaoundé to collect money for Bia's foolish elections, which they will not even hold in Amazonia. We will tell them that as a people, we can raise times 10. Yes. So the team should look for ways for those who are in Europe who are not fortunate to be there to also donate. We want to be part of history. Those in Europe, those in China, those in South Africa, Nigeria, Africa, Cameroon, Ambazonia, and also Canada, they want to be part. They want to chip in their 10,000 francs CFA. They want to chip in their 50,000 euros. They want to chip in their 50 euros, 10 euros. All that. Every money should be accepted so that we can build a team. And we pray that our leaders, they won't only go for a Photoshop. We pray that no one will go out there with a bullying mentality. No one will go out there and say, no, I am the most good, which is most loved. No one will go out there and say, no, I am the voice of the people. No one will say, no, I am the one who have guys on ground zero. You have to go out there with an open mind, knowing that even if you are the most loved, even if you are the most followed group, even if you have all the boys on ground zero, know that another group which has just 1 or 2 persons, they have a role to play. Because if they have no role to play, we will not be talking about unity. You see, because these groups, they have a role to play. Because they have a role to play, that's why we are begging and crying every day for them to come together as one. So it doesn't matter how many defense groups you have. It doesn't matter how good you can speak. It doesn't matter how arrogant you are. It doesn't matter how calm you are. It doesn't matter how loved you are. What matters is that, what matters it is Ambazonia first. It is the people's first. That should be what should be going through the minds of our leaders. That should drive so that when you argue and you even hit your hand on the table in your closed room, when you calm down, you have to remind yourself that you are doing this for Ambazonia first. It is the people, because the people come supreme. Without the people, there will be no Ambazonia, because we are doing it for the flag. It is the flag first. It is the flag first. So that press club on Monday is a good initiative that will see our voices now out there. We have to tell them in a very short and summary way what is happening in Ganzo. We continue to kill and maim our people. The people. Yes. Yes. Nonsense, La Republic. You think you can? La Republic thinks they can maneuver us. No, we are saying that we refuse. We refuse to be sad. We refuse to be that. We know that more will still happen. Yes, but we're going to bury our loved ones and we must fight, because those of us that we are alive, we have as a duty to ensure that all those who have gone before us, marked with a sign of faith, they should be happy to see a free and independent Ambazonia. Nonsense. Yes. Yes. So my people, rejoice. Rejoice. I know you are bitter, rejoice. But know that there are good things coming. There are some things I can't say. There are things that some groups have confided in me. There are things that the internet government has confided in me. But I can't say it out here until they materialize. But know that we as a people, we are going to fight those lobbies. We will fight those lobbies. They call themselves Mercury. We will fight them. We will fight them in Twitter. We will fight them everywhere. We will fight them with the media. We will fight them. La Republic goes around saying lobby. It has failed. We have failed. We have done our job. Now we are maintaining. We are maintaining. We are maintaining. Who do that? Yes. As to believe. Now, I go to the last point before I give the big announcement. I told you I have one big announcement I'm going to give today. But I'll give the last point before I give the big announcement. The Republic has developed a means and that strategy. Now, commanders, if you are out here watching me, I know many of you are watching me from General Yungfu and the rest. You are watching me, all of you watching me out here. Now you have boys on ground zero, or you have friends who are Amber boys. You know, these Amber boys, they are brothers. Now, our brothers, them, our stars, them. Now, our relatives, them. They are civilians. That's why they are civilians. Civilians who decided to go out there and pick up the weapons and fight. They are civilians. They are civilians. We know them. So I see 1,000 watching me now. Please tell them that a new strategy from the Republic is that what they do now is that matter of pigeon. So new strategy the way they do now. Now say La Republic now. Where did they go for any village? For go attack, right? They go for village, for go attack for any side they go. Then they send some small team. That small team they go for bush. They go lie for bush. They go take cover. When they go for bush, you got take cover. What is happening? So that when they reach him now, he come. When they come, any man where he come where as you run, you enter bush. Let's say you run, you go, because they don't say when they come for town, you will run, you enter bush. So when they run, like say they want go inform Amber boys them also. That they run for bush, they don't lie. When you run, they shoot on sight. So be very, very careful. So that this and the new thing they don't do now. Now they don't do. They go hide for bush. They hide for grass. For grass. Then why did they attack for town? As you run down a bush, they shoot you point blank. You die. So me will tell our point and say they be very vigilant, very, very, very vigilant. And last time I talked about say me will not take any like big shoe or boot. You see how that come. You see La Republic uniform today or boot. Please, we will see any La Republic uniform, any sign, boot, shoe. Please don't take it. They are all being tracked. Don't take it. Burn them, or use it against them. I know we'll talk more on that. You know how you can use those things against them. You can use them against them very diligently. Very diligently. So you can use it against them. So that is the first thing I want to say. The next is about harassment. Before I go to the big announcement, I want to give. The next is harassment. We have seen that harassment has reduced small, but we still have some crazy guys in Boya, in Mutengene, who are still going around calling people in Victoria, Boya, and Mutengene harassing. Let them know that their day will come. Because we have developed an Ambazonian Police Force, APF. Ambazonian Police Force, APF. Every camp now has set now in place an Ambazonian Police Force. We call them the mobile wing. We now have an Ambazonian Police Force amongst the Amber boys. They call themselves mobile wing. Those who are calling people in Kumba, those who are calling people in Victoria, those who are calling them in Boya, in Mutengene, with phone numbers you call. I have received messages from people in Boya who are business people. Please, if you are watching me and you are from Boya, if you are a businessman or family, if you receive any call from anyone saying that we are Amber, give us money, don't give. Don't even bow to the cheddar that will come and kill you in your house. Don't give. Don't give. Don't give. Please, don't give any money. No one will come to your house to kill you. If they come to your house, who you are, in fact, I don't say, where everyone sleep now, you see, we will say self-defense. Self-defense is broad. Self-defense don't mean say now only Amber boys. Even you, civilian, self-defense means say, protect yourself. When you want to sleep for your house, under your bed, get big mortar pistol. You know mortar pistol? Get big mortar pistol. Put them for your door. If any man broke your door, stand behind their door. Before the man enter, hold on your hand. That if the man harm you, hammer you, give the head, bam! So any man must protect your own self first. All Amba boys, all Ambazonians, them, whether you be mommy, papa, pikin, you must protect your own self first, not self-defense. So, all those where there's small fight, where they don't turn thieves, hoodlums, crooks, whether they try to harass our people on ground zero, we are calling, before you want to call the real Amba boy, you want come, defend your own self first. So, where you do my house? Even blade, you know blade, buy blade, you know blade, get blade for your purse. Blade for your purse, you know blade, normal blade, get it for your purse. You see for yourself, what's going to attack you? For yourself, the veins, just very sharp. Just go for the veins, you go to the arteries, you know, just give them. Put razor blade, you know razor blade small for your purse. For house, make your motor pistol, you know motor pistol, do one so, for back door. Please, any man for ground zero, when you watch me, if you get any call, say I be Amba boy, you get how much? Na thief. If na the real Amba boy, we go get them. But don't say, only for Victoria, we catch two. We take them, they kiss one them, so they try again for attack. So all of them are thief them. Amba boy them, they need the thief. Amba boy them, they need to go ask, go fire. Amba boy they beg. They beg and a free will. They beg. And if for the side of the day, most communities you take care for them. He give them job. If Amba boy needs something, he go beg them. He don't go come tell you say, give me or show you gun. Because their first duty as Amba boy, they will protect Ambazonians. So if someone for community, they don't carry, they don't smooth their banger. They don't go take kakai, or they don't go take Chabador, where they want to tarnish the image. Or the regime wants to use body to tarnish the image, we will fight them. As with the fellow people, we will fight them too. Yes, because we will not allow anything compound to tarnish the image. So please, it's a message. Even for Bareta, they don't call me, tell me, say, there are some guys in Bareta, they call parliamentarian, say, now Mark Bareta send them. So when they do for Kumba, I don't hear for Kumba, some journalists tell me, say, for Kumba. Those one them, they call to say, now Mark Bareta. If you hear anyone call Mark Bareta, it will be me. Just native. They now use now one name, they say, activists, and then they will say, that the activists don't to say, Banu. Please, when you get any message from anyone, tell you say, this, don't accept. No hear that fight again, that fight don't pass. Yeah? Fight don't pass. No hear it, but don't say, when you get that phone number, when they call you, please send to all the phone number. We have ways to track them. We have many ways to track them. Like how we have been tracking some. We have many ways. So send the number to us. We will send it to various groups. They will track them down. And when they track them, their name not die. Their name not die. Now, the big announcement. Now, the big announcement. Fellow Ambazonians, my mommy them, my papa them, today is the 17th of August in the year of our Lord 2018. On behalf of myself, the People's Platform and the Revolution, I would like for officially at this time, I inform Ambazonians and all people of goodwill that your humble servant Mark Bareta, I have been able for the past 1 year, since early 2017, I have been able to document our revolution in a book which will be out next week, hopefully by next week. I have documented the revolution from 2016 right to late 2017. I have done that to ensure that our revolution is not lost. That we now have the threat of Facebook being shut down. That we now have the threat that maybe our account will shut down. I have made sure everything that happened from 2016, right down to late 2017, everything from photos has been documented in the book. So that in the future to come, historians will not give us a false history like they did to us. So that our children will be able to read from the horse's own mouth. This book, it is 697 pages and 27 chapters. Yes, it's a big book. It is 697 pages, 27 chapters, everything from what happened, how did the consortium came about, who pulled the trigger and made Tapang Ivo and myself leader of the consortium. Did Barista Bala actually sign and made us leaders of the consortium? Where was Tasang during that period? What happened during the days of the consortium? My relationship with Tapang Ivo Tanku and our struggles behind the scene. What happened that South Africa came into the scene? What happened with Milan and the rest? Skakuf, Governing Council, ADF. My role. What happened on that night in Bamenda when they were having that famous meeting? The hands behind the famous ghost towns on the 9th of January 2017. A lot of information that you have never known. I have been able to reveal it. And before God and man, I have done it with all sincerity. I have made sure that I wrote down the truth and nothing else but the truth. So that historians will have an archive to write the history of Southern Cameroons. So that historians will hear from the mouth of one of the frontline activists of this revolution. So that if today I'm taken off, if today I am gone and I'm not seen again, the revolution, the first part has been documented. I took months as I was doing all of these things. I was also writing, and I got one person on ground zero, which we did pay, and it was edited. Now it is not now already in the phase of publication. By next week, it will be published, and you can buy online from every angle. And that said, I am going to be making a tour. I will begin in China, and I will go to Qatar. I will go to Dubai. I will go to Ukraine. I will go to France, Germany, UK. I will go to Switzerland, Denmark, South Africa. I will go to Canada, and I will end it in USA, across all the various states, to launch this book, to make sure you have this book from my own hands. And I am making a pledge publicly that all the sales, 60% of the sales of this book shall be plunged directly to self-defense. And now I'm telling the leaders of the collaborative conference that once they come together and collaborate in self-defense, 60% of all the proceeds of this will go directly to the self-defense groups on ground zero. The remaining 40% will be used to buy more of the books for launching, because as I move from country to country, I have to make sure I buy these books myself, because as an author, you have to buy it. You buy it from the producing company and you sell. So I have to buy it, use the proceeds from this book to buy, and such that it keeps turning. And 60% is a pledge will go direct to self-defense. And I think that it is something that our people will have to support. So that as you are investing in self-defense, you are also having a book for posterity. You also have an understanding what happened behind the scenes, what happened in our group with Bareta. Why were we dismissed? The various GoFundMes. What happened with the GoFundMes? With Fontaine's car, with Fontaine's money. All the argument, everything has been documented in a big book, 697 pages, 27 chapters. That book will be yours on Amazon and on every stand by the end of next week. And I hope that the Lord will give you the opportunity to buy this book and come to your country. You meet me in person. You buy this book, so that when you buy this book, you know that you are giving money for self-defense. And 60%, like I said, will go directly for self-defense only and nothing else but self-defense. That is the announcement that I have for you people. So I hope that Ambazonians will support and get these books in thousands. I hope that the book will be able to sell in thousands so that indirectly we will be funding self-defense while you have something for yourselves for posterity. The name of the book will be made public soon. The name of the book will be made public soon when I must have had the final cover photo from the publishing company. It took me a year to write down the book, read over it, edit it, and make sure every photo, every major event is in that book. And make sure every statement of every leader, what people said, what happened, is there. And I've done everything to make sure I wrote down the truth. Because what killed us in the past is that our people, they wrote a very bad history. They lied to us. And I've done everything possible to make sure in that book I have said but the truth. And nothing else but the truth. Because the truth shall set us free. But rest assured that nothing in the book has been said that will compromise the revolution. Nothing in the book has been said that will compromise the revolution. As I'm talking to you, I have already started part 2 of the book. Part 2 of the book will cover from late 2017 right now in 2018. So in order to make the book not to be too big, the first phase 2016 to 2017 has been documented. The next phase, which I am currently writing now, documenting everything, it will run from the late 2017 right to what is happening now. So that is the major announcement I have. I have kept it for 1 year because I started writing the book early 2017. I have kept it. I think it's the right moment to announce to our people. And I hope that when I begin my tour, if I have not mentioned your country, if you are in an area where you have enough Southern Cameroonians, if I have not mentioned, and you want that I should come to your state, I should come to your country, please endeavor to make contacts. That will be planned. In a few days, I'm going to set in place a team, a launching team that will involve Amazonians from different countries so that they can also help in this major MAGA project. Thank you very much. That was the announcement, and that brings the end this live broadcast. But again, remember that this weekend in USA is a big weekend for Ambazonian, and we pray that God should guide and bless our leaders. For those who are in ground zero, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Those who are in Yaoundé, please stay safe, and may God bless our rescue forces. And remember that it is either we live free or die. Thank you very much, and happy weekend. Bye-bye. Ciao.